Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is DJ Heat, and welcome to my first album. What is my first album, you say? Hey, we're gonna take you on a journey of nostalgia. Think back to that first time that you caught the CD from Sam Goody. Or you might have got a tape from the bootleg man. For y'all younger generation, remember that first thing you got for iTunes? Yeah, we're gonna go down that lane right now. Hey, it's my first album. Y'all, I'm DJ Heat. Welcome to episode 2 of my first album. Y'all see I got my Morgan State hat on because got to represent. I'm with a fellow Morgan Bear right here.
Yes,
also a fellow DJ personality at 92Q. He also does his thing at DTLR Radio, Shy Glizzy's official DJ. And he got this awesome organization that he founded called Smooth. A lot of other things. We're going to talk about that. DJ Flo, what's going on?
You feeling good?
I'm good. Look at you.
I'm excited.
I'm excited as well. We're gonna talk about the first album that you copped. And what album was
with
that?
My own money.
With your own money?
Yeah.
What album was that?
The Blueprint. That's the first album I bought with my own cash.
Jay-Z's Blueprint?
So my mom, she was big on music, so she used to buy us all the albums from like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Cisco, everybody.
Wow,
so,
all the pop.
Yeah, so when I was old enough to like work and just save my allowance up, I wanted the Blueprint because I saw my friend had it, and on the inside of the cover, he had the actual blueprint.
Yeah, it was a dope design.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I need that. I want to feel the blueprint and read the credits and all that. So I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the first album.
That's important. That's important. So how old were you when you got that joint? I know I'm about to feel old when you tell me how old you were.
The Blueprint came out on September 11th.
Yeah, 2001.
So the same day it happened. I'm from New York, so I happen to be in New York.
Oh
So,
wow.
Yeah, so my mom gonna see this. So I had to go to school. I was in 7th grade. I had to go to school, but instead of going to school early, I went to the record shop to buy the album.
Wow.
Then I went to school. So by the time I got to school, that's when the towers got hit.
Wow.
Yeah, then it went down.
Wow. Yeah, that's a interesting thing because one thing I was wondering is he sold over 400,000 copies that first week alone, and it makes me wonder if circumstances were different. It's quite possibly he could have went platinum, you think, in the first week. Yeah. Especially based on the support of New York alone. Yeah. Because if you skipping school to go, imagine how everybody else in New York probably felt about that album. Now, leading up to the album, it was a lot of things going on leading up to the hype of the album. I know he debuted Izzo in June at the BET Awards. And then, since you're a New Yorker, I want to know your opinion on this. Then, about 2 weeks later, he debuted the first verse of Takeover at Summer Jam.
So the biggest thing about that is, of course, like me, I was a big radio person coming up.
Yeah.
Like, big on for Master Flex, Hot 97.
Yeah.
Hot 97 was like it was it. That was the end all be all for anybody who loved hip hop at the time. So they just kept like running that joint. Like for Flex, he's bringing the song back 30 times.
Dropping all the bombs.
It was just bomb, takeover. So, those are like moments that, you can't recreate or like just the feeling of, that the initial like diss record.
Yeah.
And me being in the 7th grade, I'm just like, yo, like this is just hip hop. So my mom bought me a boombox and I used to record all the Funk Flex shows.
Wow.
On the cassette tapes, and I used to just keep playing it back.
Wow.
I wish I could find these cassette tapes.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So you still had those as some classic stuff, classic
I didn't know I was going to be a DJ, so I had like no value for it.
You probably re-recorded over there, so you stuck the tissue in it.
I didn't know I was going to be a DJ, so I just recorded stuff just to do it. So it was just a dope moment. And that's what kind of actually, influenced me to skip school and go buy the album.
Wow, just from the hype off the Takeover. So the first time you got it and you popped that joint in, and then we got to hear all the Takeover with the Nas line. Again, being from New York, tell me what was that feeling like to hear like that? Like these two great MCs are going at it.
Yo, so like at the time, like in New York, it's kind of like, well, it's not like that now, but back in the day, it was like we don't really get to hear any like outside influences because New York is like all NY. Like, so at the time, it was like, yo, you just ride into the street. I could be riding with my pops. My pops had a dope whip or whatever. You could just, it's like a different energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just driving through the streets, everybody New York fitted, clothing. Because it's like, it's a whole culture to go with it. So it's not just a music thing, it's a fashion thing, it's a how you talk, how you walk, how you act, type of thing. So like it just, especially radio wise, like, and me being on radio now, you know, it's just like every moment you click on the radio, you're hearing Takeover.
Wow.
Or you're hearing Ether.
Wow.
Or it's like, you know what, today we doing all Nas records. Today is all Hove records.
Wow.
And it's like the battles of who got more hits. And it's like, yo, it's just like a surreal moment. Now, looking back on it at the time, I'm thinking like, oh, it's cool. It's just Jay-Z or damn.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking at the historical aspect of it. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's a real moment.
When you heard Takeover, the full version of Takeover that was on Blueprint, did you think that, yo, Nas' career is over?
Yeah, because when you a child, when you a kid, you going off a hype. You know what I'm saying? So it's the hype of it, like, oh, he talking crazy about Nas, and he's talking crazy about Mobb Deep. So it's like it's old for Mobb Deep and Nas. I'm a Jay-Z fanatic. Yeah. So it's like I don't really, and then of course it's the Brooklyn Queens thing as well. You feel me? You got Nas from Queens and from Brooklyn, so I'm riding with the Brooklyn cat. Like, I could care less about Queens. You feel me? Anybody from Queens, I don't want to hear it. And then I even to this, not to, I'm gonna be real with myself, but it was a stress that I even was like, yo, Ether is trash. It's the worst record I ever heard. Cause really? I'm like, yo,
you was that home that you tried to deny how great Ether was? Like, come on.
I tried to deny it.
Come on, Flo.
Everybody from Brooklyn tried to deny it. I'm not the only person. You couldn't walk down the street and be like,
y'all ride together. Okay.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't do that. So it was like, it is what it is. I was just being biased. Like, so to me, Nas is dead. And now to the point that I'm arguing with people growing up in high school, like, yo, name a hot Nas album. And people are like, oh, it's just one. And then, you know, of course, you go back to the line, you know, one that's every year, two, you know.
And then light a fire on the Nas after that.
Absolutely. So. After that, Nas coming banger, 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 banger right after that. So it was like, I was biased. Like, Nas is dead to me. I was biased.
Nas is dead to you. Hip hop is dead. All right. Getting back to the Blueprint album itself, a lot of people see it as that was our real introduction into the greatness of producers Kanye West and Just Blaze. Because they like amazing. All right, so Kanye produced Takeover and Izzo and Heart of the City alone. Yeah. My gosh,
I love that record, especially live.
The Unplugged album, Jaguar, right?
Crazy.
Oh my god,
live. That song is like just seeing it live, like even when they go acapella, like when they singing the hook acapella and you see the whole crowd, you can see 7,000 people. Like it's a crazy feeling, and like I still remember like. Just back to back, like Ace of the Izzo, Renegade. Yeah. You got Song Cry, you got mad different records. Like, it's perfect to me.
Yeah, like it's awesome. I think it kind of it's funny how the newcomers, Kanye and Just overshadow the people, the producers on there that already had a name. Because you forget that Timbaland had a track on there, or Trackmasters had a few tracks on there. Big, it was just like, yo. And they also ushered in the sound, the soul samples. Like this album just wasn't a game changer for Hove. It was a game changer for the sound of producing. Like it's
wild. And they really embodied the New York, so it really made it feel like it was New York. So if you weren't from New York, you got a sense of what New York like sounded like, felt like in the music, and I think that was the most important thing. And I think Just Blaze and Kanye really just embodied what New York was about. It was crazy.
Nice. So, what's your favorite track on the album?
I'm biased. You feel me? Takeover. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, right.
This is what it does. Renegade was dope. Heart in the City.
Okay.
I'll tell you that acapella, because me now it's like everything changes when you grow up.
Yeah. So
like of course back then it was like Ace of the Izzo, or you could sing it, you know,
right.
Girls, all this type of stuff. So it's like when you get older, you know, things change, and
because you understand some of the lyrics more.
And I'm like big on like performance records, so anything that will like move a crowd, like there's certain songs that a whole crowd will sing. Yeah. And the Heart of the City is like, yo, I got to see that live, like in a stadium, acapella, everybody. Yo, it's crazy. It's a different feeling.
Nuts. Let's go back to Renegade. Yeah. Eminem was the only guest appearance on this entire album, so I'm going to ask the question that a lot of people bring up.
No.
Did M murder Jay on his own shit?
I was about to say that.
Did M murder Jay on his own shit?
I'm biased.
Oh, God. Jay can do no wrong.
And I'm not an Eminem fan, so
you don't have to be an Eminem fan to appreciate that verse.
Bro, just because he rapping fast.
Oh, God.
And rhyming words.
Dog, come on.
Just because he's rapping fast and rhyming words. It's like, I'm biased. He did not body hold. No.
Okay.
I'm being biased. I don't care. I'm sticking with it.
You would not say that M has the best verse on Renegade.
Because if we blow up one day and Hope ends up seeing it, I don't ever thinking that I co-signed him getting walked.
He's saving face. He trying to get that rock trade.
Yes. I did not get body. I'm sticking with it.
All right, I'm going to go to another song that it seems like a lot of guys relate to. And, me as a woman, I'm like, hey, these guys really feel this song. Cry. Yeah. Now that you're older, is that one of the songs that you can appreciate more than you did when you were, Little Flo in 7th grade listening to it?
Absolutely.
Is that some real stuff that as a man that y'all go through?
So it's like, it's particularly a bunch of lines where he was like, yo, I can curse you?
Yeah.
Oh, he was like, I'm just fucking them hoes. I was gonna get right back. Yeah. So like, when you a young kid, you don't understand it 100%. You know what I mean? But now that I'm older, I understand like love and being able to separate the physical part about it and actually loving someone. And like, yo, I would just, they don't mean nothing. Like,
You've been through that.
Yeah, I was just fucking them. You know what I'm saying? Like certain like that line, I think everybody could feel and like it's just one of those things. Like, yo, men, we are not the best communicators, and we don't communicate our feelings the best. So stuff like that, it allow any man who's really going through it to at least communicate through like being a little hardcore. And they can rap it, so they can rap it, and that be their way of like getting it off their chest, opposed to sitting down, crying or something like that. So that was our way of communicating. Yeah, so that was our way of communicating.
Okay, I got it. Would you say that The Blueprint is a classic album?
Facts.
Is it one of his best albums?
Facts.
Is it the best Hov album?
Well, is it to me or it's like a everybody?
I want to hear you as a super Jay-Z fan. Is this his best album? A lot of people would say Reasonable Doubt. Yeah, it's his best.
Everybody
album.
Gonna say that.
I can say for me, I'm kind of biased towards the Black Album. Okay. It's just something. It's just something about that Black Album that he actually knew at the time. Like I'm done. Like this is my farewell tour. I'm tipping my hat. I'm done.
I love the Black Album.
But you think the Blueprint is it?
I think what the Blueprint did was what Reasonable Doubt didn't do is it was one of those situations when the first time you heard it, it was like you got it and you loved it and you grew with it. You feel me? When Reasonable Doubt, it came out and then people had to go back to it to understand it and make it what it is now. Blueprint was one of those things. Like as soon as it dropped, it was like everybody was on it. I don't know if it was the historical thing with September 11th and all that, but it was one of those things that it broke them. It broke them to like everybody else who wasn't like a hardcore Jay-Z fan. Right. You feel me? So to me, personally, what it did for me is my number one Jay-Z album.
Okay, it's cool. You mentioned September 11th, and a lot of people probably don't remember that the album was originally supposed to come out 1 week later on September 18th because that's when the whole bootlegging era was first getting heavy.
It was bad.
Listen, the Napster era.
It was bad.
I ain't gonna lie. I even burned a few copies and sold them.
It was bad.
It was wild, and I think that's another thing to factor in that he had 2 challenges against him by pushing the date of the events that happened on 9/11. But with the bootlegging, because I was in my senior year at Morgan when the album dropped. And I remember some people were like, I got the CD for $5. Yeah, so imagine, like, this man definitely could have went platinum, especially that first week.
Imagine with the streaming time, like.
Oh my gosh.
He would have went through the roof.
Oh man.
But yeah, but he's whole, so he was able to fight all that type of stuff. Yeah. He still did a good job, so he did good.
Did a great job, and you're doing a great job with everything that you have going on in life and in the world. One thing I saw you post recently is that you want to help 10 people get an LLC this year. You're going to pay for it, and you're going to have like business plan competitions, everybody. But tell us more about that.
So basically, just me personally, I'll go from my own experience. So I didn't learn about businesses and money management and all that type of stuff at a younger age. I was able to learn it as I, went to school, went to New York, and you meet people and meet different entrepreneurs, and they teach you that way. So I know if I was 18 years old or something, I learned this, or even in high school, if I learned money management about taxes and LLC at a younger age, a lot of us would be in like a better space. So I felt like, you know what, since I have this platform now and I have this voice, why not empower a bunch of people who want to do? There are so many people that have great ideas, they just don't have the money management.
Right, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Or they don't even know how to go about it.
Exactly, where to start.
Or they're intimidated to go down to the office and just ask.
It's a lot, right? It's a lot.
Nobody want to look stupid or act like they don't know. So I was like, you know what? Since I know this, I want to be a person who steps up and empower people with information and knowledge. And everybody doesn't have the $200 or the $170 whatever to do it. So I was like, you know what? I could step up. I have the means to do it. So I donate basically the check from Anticure that I have. And that's what I'm getting paid. No, I ain't getting paid that much at all. That's why I said one.
That's why I asked some questions. I was like, hold up.
That's like, what I said,
hold up.
One per month because we don't get paid.
Kelson! We're about to have a talk, Kelson.
We don't get paid. Radio do not pay.
Shut up. Back to you.
So basically, I'm taking my radio check and I'm going to pay for a person to get an LLC. And basically per month, we're going to be doing business plans competitions.
Awesome.
And even the people who don't win, we're going to help them on their business plan. And we're still going to empower them and give them knowledge and consultation so that they can be prepared for the next month.
Okay.
And then, what's going to happen eventually is even if people don't win, they're going to still seek out.
They get the knowledge. You're still winning, not to sound corny, but you're still winning with the knowledge that you're getting because you didn't know this probably a few weeks ago. And then here you are like, okay, and you can go off into the world and do much more better.
And then you're going to end up paying for it yourself. You're going to end up saving your money up. You're going to end up doing it yourself. But this time you're going to be there prepared. You're going to know the difference between copyright. You're going to know the difference, trademarking and all that type of stuff. So that was just the biggest thing for me. Nice. I didn't know it, so I just want other people to know it. That's
okay. And you also got flow management going on.
So we got flow management, basically just empowering people from this area. This area is a place that's growing. I like to say like the water's getting hot, but it has a bubble jet.
That is true.
So it's like the water is definitely getting hot. It has a bubble jet. So I want to be one of the people that help, raise the temperature on this area, shed a light on this area. So I have 2 clients so far. One named Cabana Sam. His song actually debuted on Grownish, the TV show today.
Oh wow, nice.
So we're in that space more of stores and TV and movies. And then we have another one named Devontae. He's an IG comedian, superstar IG comedian right now. He's doing great things. So he's about to take acting classes and get him prepared for that. So I just want to shed a light on these guys. Like a lot of things with this area, just not having the information or infrastructure or even somebody to push them or help them. So I just want to be that guy. Coming from New York, we had that. You turn around the corner, record label, radio station. Successful person, successful business person.
You can just hang out anywhere, bump into somebody.
You can just bump into somebody. And we necessarily don't have that here. So if we continue to, people like you do what you're doing, me do what I'm doing, and next thing you know, we're gonna end up. Next thing you know, Interscope is gonna have to put a label in the DMV, and this record label, and this brand, this magazine gonna have to, because we're making so much noise. And so I just want to continue to just be one of the people that sheds that light. We have a bunch of people doing it. Just want to add my piece to it.
Nice. And not even with the music business, this guy has such a giving heart. He did I say it's gonna be a lot of facts in this interview? That's that New York stuff.
We should have like a fact counter.
We should. We gotta add a fact counter. Your heart. I know with Christmas, you had a lot giving back to the youth. You have something else coming up in February that you're going to give back to the community, and even with the organization that you started, Smooth. I want to know more about Smooth. Let the people know.
All right, so Smooth stands for Strong Men Overcoming Obstacles Through Hard Work. It started at Morgan State University in 2009. At the time, all the Greeks on campus were cease and desist. So they weren't around due to suspension. So, and even if they were around, freshmen didn't have an organization to join. In order to be a fraternal organization, you had to have a specific amount of credits. But there's nothing to teach them or guide them how to work in that system. So, at the time, we had an organization on campus called Morgan Mile, which I was a part of. But then Morgan Mile ends up getting suspended. So I was like, yo, at this moment, there's nothing for black men to do. Like there was nothing on campus.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what? I want to step up and create my own organization. So I used to just like sit around, just ask people, yo, how you did this? How you did this? And then I did my research. So I learned about TTC, Gentlemen of Quality, all these organizations that were on campus. And I was like, yo, why didn't they last? And they were like, yo, for some reason, the fire just went out. And I was like, what's the difference? What's going to be the difference between mine and theirs? And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to judge. We're going to have all men of walks of life. So we have people who are in Greek organizations, athletes, people who have, people who like, I don't know the proper terminology. Like, we have people like the LGBT. You know what I'm saying?
You did well with
that.
Okay, all right.
We have so many different types of men because everybody can learn from some way, somehow. Nice. So the organization just blew up on campus to the point that other schools started asking for it. So now we're at Coppin, Temple,
awesome.
Hampton about to be in a year.
Wow.
Towson should be next year as well. So it's like just black men helping each other get to college. Like if I'm 18 years old and I had somebody 21 years old, like yo, look, my brother, what you doing right now? I already did. Trust me, you don't want to do that. Oh, and if I don't have a suit, it's somebody who can help me. And
nice.
These guys are literally just helping each other get through college. And now that I'm the old head now, so now I'm able to go back and like, yo, who wants to intern in the entertainment field? Boom, who wants to do real estate? We have somebody for that. Who wants to be a lawyer? We have somebody for that. And then we're just creating this funnel, like this tunnel system from college to the workforce. And they don't have to seek out and not have the opportunities of knowledge. Like any question they have, we're able to give them an answer to, or any materials, we're able to help them. So I just want to just keep that going.
Well, I am so proud of you, man.
Thank you.
I know that we get on you a lot because it's fun. It's fun to pick on Flo, and I admit it. I do it for fun, and we do it because we love you, and we also do it because we see how much that you're doing. And we just want you to continue doing that. Continue being a blessing, man. Like, I know you are. And thank you for being on my first album. Facts!
No, facts.
Facts!
These are facts, man.
Fact counting.
Facts.